Greetings. Welcome to English 1105, Workplace and Technical Communication. I'm Brandon Jeter, your English instructor for 1105. Welcome to the course. So here I'm going to give you an overview of the course and some best practices so that you have the best chance of acing the course. Now, this course is not writing intensive, but you will have to write a little bit for open-ended questions and you will have to read. So let's take a look at our Blackboard shell. We call Blackboard shells just so you know what the lingo is. So here it is, English 1105. The first thing you'll see is, well, the banner lets you know we're in the right spot here. The course schedule, you take a look at that. Those are the tentative dates for things that are due. In fact, let's open it up. Here you can see that we have 2 chapters due each week. So June 1st, chapters 1 and 2 are due. June 8th, chapters 3 and 4. June 15th, chapters 5 and 6. And the reason why we're doing 2 chapters a week is because one, you're taking a summer course and it's a condensed, accelerated course in the summertime, but also because I don't have you doing the writing assignments. So you get hit with 2 chapters a week instead. Some people like it that way. Some people rather do the memo assignments. But since you're taking the summer course, this is what it is. So check that out if you like. So let me show you that this course is set up. I set it up so that for the chapter tests, so everything except for the midterm exam and the final exam assignments, you would be able to go ahead to complete things if you want, if you have the time to, or if you know that you're going to be busy a certain week, you can go ahead and complete chapters. But the midterm and the final exam assignments will not show up until the week that they are due. So if you do go ahead and you completed all the chapter assignments, you still have to come back and do the midterm and the final. So I suggest that you put a calendar alert in your phone or put it in your calendar, your planner calendar, when the midterm and the final are due so that you don't forget. Because if you miss it, you missed it and there's no going back. There are no, in the English department, we don't accept late work. Of course, there are exceptions for documented excuses, and you can find that information in the syllabus, which is the next thing we'll talk about. In the Start Here folder, you'll see the syllabus information, technology requirements, and the no-show assignment. Read the syllabus. Syllabuses or syllabi are important for each class. Classes have different rules. Different schools have different rules. So read the syllabus. Make sure you understand what the rules are. Check the technology requirements. And I want you to know that if your internet goes out or if your electronic device breaks or fails, that doesn't qualify as an acceptable documented excuse to miss or to make up an assignment. I'm just letting you know this. The technology fee that you pay basically pays for campus technology resources. And as long as the campus internet is up, as long as the campus computers are working, then you still have to submit your assignments on time. Now, if the campus internet goes out, or if the campus computers crash, they all crash, they get viruses or something. If something happens to campus technology, then I can give an extension for that. But if yours go out, that that doesn't qualify as a documented use. All right, the no-show assignment. Complete the no-show assignment. This lets administration know that you are participating in the course. If you don't do it, you'll be automatically administratively dropped from the course. So do that. If you are dropped, you'll get a message saying that you have time to come back into the course. But if while you're out of the course, someone who is waiting to get into the course, if they slide in and take your spot, that's it, you're out. So don't even leave it up to chance. Take the no-show assignment. All right, that's the start here. Once you do the start here stuff, the lessons folder will open up to you. And in the lessons folder are the lessons for each chapter in the course and in the textbook. So all of these will be open and available to you. So as of right now, me saying that all of these are available to you, as of right now, the way that the course goes, every week I'll post a video in, like you see it says chapter 1 test there, but I'll post a video here so that you can get an overview of the chapter. It's a mini lesson. I have a mini lesson for every chapter. And these mini lessons, they'll talk about the chapter content, but they'll also give you real life resources and real life information, experiences about what that chapter is talking about. So every week, check out the mini lesson, read the chapter, and then complete the chapter test. Now, to complete the chapter test, you have to register for Macmillan Achieve. The course takes place in Macmillan Achieve for the most part. Blackboard is mostly just to port your grades into so that your grades are here. So to get into Macmillan Achieve, you're gonna click here to enter Macmillan Achieve, register, sign up, use your email address, your school email address to sign up, register, get in. To register, clicking on this should take you to the right spot, but to make sure that you're in the right spot in this announcement, just make sure that the course that we are in is CPQ7EK. That's the course ID. So register, you will have to pay for Macmillan Achieve. When you pay for it, you get the platform and you get the ebook. You get the ebook and the whole Macmillan Achieve platform. The bookstore, if you buy it at the bookstore, it may be cheaper. It's supposed to be a little bit cheaper. But the bookstore, when you buy from the bookstore, you'll get you can purchase the textbook, and with the textbook comes the registration code so that you can register for the platform, so that you can take all the tests and the quizzes and stuff. All the quizzes and the midterm exams are in Macmillan Achieve. So when you enter the course, let's see where we are. Course, my course, resources. You'll see the quizzes here when they're due. For right now, I only have the first 2 chapters available for you to take. Because I want to make sure all the kinks are out. I don't want anybody going ahead and completing chapters and flunking right away before you get the lowdown on how to ace the course. So chapters 1 and 2, they're available now, due June 1st. To get to the ebook on this left side here, you can use the menu to go to this ebook. But I suggest that you go up here where your name is and you go to read ebook on Vital Source Bookshelf. Just because this version, this download of the textbook is just more stable. And it's pretty cool because it will read the book for you. You can basically just listen.
Chapter 1 Introduction to Technical Communication. What is technical communication? Why technical communication?
And you can come over here and set the voice, set the speed, how fast you want to read, what voice you want to read in.
Communication skills are important in your career.
And this version of the book saves your preferences for you. So you don't have to keep switching it to how you like it. So chapter 1, chapter 2, read the chapters, and then you'll do the chapter tests. So the best practice is always going to be, here we are. So the best practices for every week for the coursework is to watch the mini lessons that I have for you for each chapter, then read the chapter, then do the chapter test. So mini lesson, read the chapter, chapter test. If you do those things in that order, you'll be prepared and set yourself up to ace the quizzes. Now the quizzes are short answer, multiple choice, and true false questions. When you do the short answer questions, when you type your answer in, use complete sentences. If I have to guess what your thought is or what your answer is or what it's about, or if it's not complete, then I'm going to mark it wrong. I'm not going to guess what you mean. Make sure you write what you mean in a clear way so that I understand that you know what the answer is supposed to be. Okay. All right. And I think that's it. So first thing, start here folder, read the syllabus stuff, do the no-show assignment. Second thing, register for Macmillan Achieve and start the coursework. Yep, you can use the link here in the announcements, register for Achieve. And if you have any troubles with registering for Achieve, use their customer service link here. I handle stuff in Blackboard and in the gradebook and stuff, but if you have any issues with registering for Achieve, use the customer service link for Macmillan Achieve. Yeah, usually the thing that messes people up is they mess up their email address when registering. So make sure make sure you're using your school email, make sure it's right, make sure you have all the letters in there and all the punctuations in there and all the numbers in there, and use that email. All right. Other than that, if you have any questions, shoot me an email. And if don't be afraid to shoot me an email that's short and to the point. If I can read your email from the notifications on my phone, I'll just answer you right back like I'm texting. But if you send me a big email, if you send me paragraphs of an email, I'm going to wait till I get back to this desk, sit down, get comfortable, open up my email to respond to a long email. So if you want a quick answer, send me a quick email. If you have time to wait for me to get back here to this desk to email you, then give me the other paragraphs you want. But don't do that though. Like, just get to the point in the email so I can get back to you as soon as possible. All right. Good luck and ace the course.